In this Atlassian Community Q&A video, we are going to address this question about importing custom field data via bulk CSV. So here, this question says, I'm trying to import data via the CSV bulk import to create new issues in Jira, but my custom field is not listed as an option when I try to map them. Is it still a requirement for the custom field to exist on the creation screen when adding from the Jira UI? So yes, whenever you are bulk importing, you need to make sure that the CSV and your Jira screens both have the custom field that you are trying to import, whether that's a create screen or just the screen that you are trying to have the information exist on. You need to make sure that that custom field exists there. And then you need to make sure that you have that custom field mapped from your CSV file to the appropriate field within Jira while going through the CSV import process. So let's go ahead and walk through what that looks like in Jira. So here you can see I am in my demo org in Jira, and what I'm going to do is I am going to import a task through a CSV file into this marketing project, and I want it to be under this marketing-1 epic. So create videos for YouTube channel. I want to go ahead and import this task in my CSV file to record and edit video for CSV imports with the parent and custom field data. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a new custom field within this project. The new custom field that I'm going to create is going to be called channel, and I want it to have a value of YouTube. And so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to see what screen is being used and what issue type screen schemes are being used in the marketing project. So I'm going to go to my marketing project, and I'm going to go to project settings, and then I'm going to go to summary. From here you can see what issue types this project is using. And then if I scroll down here, you can see that the screen this is using is the NPD Scrum issue type screen scheme, and I'm using the Scrum default screen scheme for all of the different issue types, with the exception of the bug issue type that exists above. And so what I do is when I'm going to create this custom field called channel with the value of YouTube, I'm going to make sure that I add it to both the Scrum default screen scheme and the Scrum bug screen scheme. I don't currently have any screens or screen schemes that separate by just the creation screen. If you do have a create screen separated, you need to make sure that that custom field is added to that creation screen. So coming back up to the settings icon in the top right hand corner, what you're going to do is you are going to go under Jira admin settings to work items. Once under work items, in the left hand side you will see something that says custom fields under the field section. So we're going to navigate to custom fields, and we're going to create custom field. This custom field is going to be a short text down if you really wanted to, but for this circumstance, I'm just going to do a short text field, select next, and I'm going to name this channel. I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And the next screen will prompt me to add this new custom field to the screens of my choices. So I want to make sure, again, I add it to the NPD Scrum default issue screen and the NPD Scrum bug screen, because those are the screens that my marketing project are leveraging. Please keep in mind any projects that use and share the same screens that you will be updating will also be updated. So if you don't want all of those changes to take place on all of those projects where it's shared, you may want to create a new screen and issue type screen schemes just to make sure that that separation takes place. So I'm going to hit update. And now this field should be added to my marketing screen for all of my issue types, whether it's being created, edited, or closed. And that's because I do not have separate screens for create, edit, or closing out a task. If you do have those separate screens, again, you will need to make sure that that custom field exists on that create screen. So now if I open up a story, because I added the channel custom field to the screen, we should now see channel populate on this task or on this story. So you can see channel exists, and there's currently no value in there, and that's fine because I'm going to import that value. So now that we know that the channel field exists, and let's just go and click create. Under the marketing project, we'll check it under task. We'll scroll down and we'll make sure that the channel field also exists on the create screen. And here you are, the new field exists. So channel exists. So if you have that create screen, go ahead and hit the create button, click the issue type or work item type that you want to make sure that that field exists under, and verify that it is in fact there. Now that we verified that the channel field exists within my work types or work item types, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come back to my CSV import. I have the summary. So the summary is always going to be required whenever you do a CSV import. The work type or the issue type is always going to be required. And for me, I want this task to populate under my YouTube, create YouTube videos epic, and that epic key is MKT-1. Let's verify that that is in fact the case. So create videos for YouTube channel. You'll see here that this says MKT-1. So that's exactly the key that I want entered here under this parent key. And then under the channel custom field, you will see that there is YouTube there. So I'm going to save the CSV import process. To do CSV import, you're going to navigate to the project that you want to import the tasks to, and you'll go to all work. Once on the all work page, you are going to go to the far right and you will see an ellipses icon where it says more actions. If you hover over it, go ahead and click that button and go to import work items from CSV. This will open up a new window where it'll allow you to choose the file that you want to import. So I am going to select that CSV import file that we just had open. And now that it's selected that file, you'll have to make sure that it is in fact a CSV file. If you try to upload an Excel spreadsheet, it will throw some errors, so make sure that it is a CSV. Go ahead and click Next. Next, you're going to select the project that you want this uploaded to. Mine is the marketing project. I'm going to leave all other fields as is. Then I'm going to select Next. And now I'm going to map the fields. So I want the summary field to be mapped to summary. I want the work type or issue type to be mapped to issue type. I want channel under custom fields to be mapped to channel, so that should exist. If it doesn't populate, then likely you do not have the channel custom field or your custom field of choice on your create screen, so make sure you go through and make sure that is added to the correct screens. And then parent key, we are going to map to the parent field. Then I'm going to hit Next. And now that I'm on the next screen, we're going to look over and make sure that all of these look accurate, which they do. We're going to hit Validate. Make sure that there are no issues with their import. Great, no issues, and it says one issue will be created correctly. We are going to begin that import. And now we're going to go back to our marketing project. We're going to go back to the Kanban board to see whether or not that field and that task was created. So here you can see the task, record and edit video for CSV imports with a parent and custom field data was created. And if I open this up, we'll check to see whether or not the channel field was also updated with the value YouTube. So you can see the channel custom field was in fact updated with the value of YouTube. All right, so this is how you do a custom field. Like I said, when it comes back to this question, you do need to make sure that your custom field exists on your create screen and any other screen that you want that information to populate on. Let me know if you have any other questions, and hopefully this video helped.